This is my educational leader in advocacy interview. The person I interviewed, his name was Lance. He was an advocate with the Kinship Project, and he had been a partner officially with the organization for the past 10 months. However, he was involved in the organization for the past couple years. During the remainder, he was serving for his 15 years to life sentence. And he was very friendly and was very willing to answer the questions I had for him. He had been in the role of a case manager and community outreach organizer for about 10 months, like I stated. His roles and responsibilities was to help newly released individuals get set up in the programs and make sure the formerly incarcerated individuals had the tools and opportunities they needed to create a successful life. Lance is a case manager and oversees people's programs as well as the community outreach program, which means Lance is the person at the tent talking to family members, and Lance is the one who is in the community explaining the organization and what they are advocating for. He explained his advocacy style as real. He said that he was there and he lived that life. He said that he tries to be as professional as possible when dealing with the community, but when it comes to the outreach of inmates and the people in the system, he said that he likes to keep it real. He also said that he was serving a 15 years to life term and was released 3 years ago on the Youthful Offender Act, and that's why he has his specific style of advocacy. He explained that he is a person just like anyone else and will continue to advocate for the people on the inside and the newly released. The data-driven decision-making that Lance explained was that the recidivism rates is high amongst people who do not have a support system or the proper tools to be able to support themselves or their families when they are released. He explained that the advocacy that he likes to be involved in is helping those who are trying to get jobs and helping with all the aspects of that. He said the organization that they help out with does everything in their power to lower the recidivism rates amongst the newly released. He also explained that people who feel like they have a support system usually are able to grow and continue on a good path, and that is why he decides to do what he does. Lance explained that the learning experience that they provide is all about support and showing that it is possible to reintegrate. Lance explained that a lot of people who are advocating in the organization are people who are formerly incarcerated and that they provide support and help for those who were incarcerated and are trying to acquire parole hearings and be released on parole. He explained that with providing the newly released people with support, um, that helps them able to get back on their feet and be successful in their endeavors. Lance also explained that he was able to do it like many other people within the organization and that he is living proof that anyone is able to complete the program and get released and be able to connect and teach others. He also explained that they have different courses and programs, like I just mentioned, for the incarcerated individuals to join and gain support through others who are in those programs. Lance explained that how they evaluate the learners is by looking at how many people who are enrolled in the programs go through graduation. And then he's even said that after they graduate some programs that there is still support opportunities offered. Lance explained that if individuals need support, they will always have the support available no matter where they are in their journey. He also explained that the evaluation is a completion of graduation that happens to the individuals that come through their program, and that is how they have always done it, and that's how it will stay. Describing my ideas that align with the advocacy organization's ideas, I'd say that my ideas in advocacy align with the organization's because I want to be involved in educating the general public on the rights issues that inmates face and helping to eliminate the stigma surrounding incarcerated individuals. Specifically, what differs is I want to do it through policy reforms and focusing on rehabilitation rather than cor corrections and punishment. Lance explained that he is always able to connect with the public because he is able to go in front of the jails in the Orange County and talk to people about their organization and try and diminish the stigma around incarcerated individuals due to the fact that he was an incarcerated individual not too long ago. Lance explained that the way that he advocates for others is by creating a pain and free judgment environment where the other people who are looking for help in the organization do not feel judged or ridiculed for their convictions. He also explained that the main reason he stays advocating for others is because in the 10 months he has been a manager, he has seen so many people get back on their feet, and that is why he will always be in the community reaching out for people and trying to let people know that there are people who will advocate for the well-being of the incarcerated. In conclusion, Lance is an advocate for the people who are incarcerated and for the people who are trying to re-enter and reintegrate into society after their incarceration. He does this by speaking to the community and by speaking to those who were just released after a period of incarceration. He advocates for the people because not so long ago he was one of the incarcerated individuals who was serving a 15 to life term. Now he is out, has gotten his feet on the ground, and has been advocating for people like him ever since. He believes that there is no room for judgment in his advocacy and will continue advocating because he has seen that this advocacy group can do what this advocacy group can do to change so many lives. He said he will always be involved, and if I would like to get involved, I have to put in a request at the local Orange County office, and that my information will be given to the head case manager, and that I have to write a email request and wait for a response. So that kind of highlights how my in-person interview went with Lance at the community outreach tent in front of the Orange County Theo Lacey Jail facility. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful night.